And when you look at a schoolgirl 7 dies in shocking freak accident after elephant hurls a rock at her head while she's having her picture taken. Well, okay, it sounds like just one of them freak things, and it could be. But anything that makes the news on any kind of level always has an alternate meaning here. Elephants can quickly turn aggressive, blah, blah, blah. Here's what it is, and it's what's going on right now. The demigods, which are the dudes that reside here, the fallen ones, cannot generally compete with the gods except in a few things where they are similar. The gods have greater riches, for example, the ambrosia of immortality. Therefore, the demigods are therefore tormented by fires, so we know who that is, of suffering, of enormous jealousy. If we get so unhappy when we are jealous of the petty influence of our enemies, need I say how unbearably great the affluence the gods must be for the demigods. So that's just some philosophical shit. When the demigods can no longer stand their sickening jealousy, they go to war. Black Lives Matter. Aravana, the god's great elephant, hurls rocks at them with his trunk. The demigods throw weapons, but the gods die only when their necks are severed. The demigods may die when a weapon hits any part of their body. They are always defeated. Remember I told you? They didn't win last time, they won't win this time. And in no time do they win. We, meaning us, are terrified when the two armies of the similar strengths fight in the human realm, in this reality. But are the demigod afraid when they must wage wars against the gods? So are the fallen ones afraid when they have to face the other side? They are absolutely terrified. Demigod armies must wage wars continually till they die, so they suffer. The demigod women back home are also tormented by suffering, for they can witness anything in the surface of Lake Ardasha, the defeat of the demigod armies, the death of their companions, and so on. Though the demigods have wisdom, their rebirth is so veiled by karma that in that birth they are not fortunate enough to see the truth. So in other words, they're still deceived into thinking they're going to win this stuff. Like I said, this just goes on and on and on. It's the same story it's always been. And this here, that's a very odd picture of an elephant. Very odd. It reminds me of something else, and I have to look into it. But be that as it may, that's what this story is about, I'm sure. And considering where this was written and where this is supposed to have happened, makes sense.